For 300 years, the galaxy had known peace. The neutral zone, a silent border between the known galaxy and the isolated Sol system, had remained untouched. It was protected by old laws, heavy treaties, and one shared fear: humanity. No. One had heard from Earth in centuries. Commander Ji Woo sat in the control room of Station Geon 5, sipping her morning tea. She was calm, focused, and used to quiet days. The station floated at the very edge of galactic council space, watching the border with human territory. Most days were the same: empty scans, simple reports, and silence. But today was different. The radar blinked. It was small at first, a strange echo, barely there. Officer Juan, the station's lead engineer, leaned over the console and frowned. "Probably a glitch," he said, tapping keys. But the echo didn't go away. It grew. "Commander," he said, turning pale, "there's something coming through void space." Ji Woo stood, placing her cup down slowly. "Is it a ship?" "I don't know," Juan replied. "It's too big, too dark, and our scans, they're not working." The command room lights dimmed. The giant screen in front of them showed a shape moving through space. It was not like any ship they had ever seen. It looked like a shadow, like space had folded into itself. The ship didn't shine. It didn't reflect light. It absorbed it. A massive black triangle floating forward with slow, steady movement. No symbols, no windows, no engines visible. "Is that a human ship?" asked Weapons Officer Diane, her voice flat and tense. "We don't know," Ji Woo said. "But it came from their direction." Diane tried to lock weapons. The targeting system didn't respond. "Commander," she said, "our weapons won't lock. No target found. It's like the ship isn't even there." Outside, the station's defense grid turned on. Plasma cannons powered up. Quantum mines floated into position. It was automatic protocol for a border breach. But then something terrifying happened. Everything shut off. The mines drifted, dead. The cannons blinked once and fell silent. Gravity fields collapsed. The station's lights flickered. Nothing was destroyed. It all simply stopped working. Like the technology forgot what it was made to do. "Systems are intact," Juan said, checking the panels. "But they're not responding. It's like they're afraid." "No damage?" Ji Woo asked. "No, just silence." They tried to send a message. Ji Woo stood tall and spoke clearly. "This is Commander Ji Woo of Galactic Station, Geon 5. You are in violation of Galactic Council law. Turn around or we will open fire." The message was sent. No reply came. Not even static. It was as if the human ship didn't even hear them. Or worse, it didn't care. Across the galaxy, emergency alerts spread. Fleets from 9 species were mobilized. Warships that could tear planets apart flew toward the neutral zone. On board the lead fleet was Admiral Kang, a veteran of many battles. He looked at the dark ship on the screen and said only one thing: "Do not fire unless I say." But no one listened. 17 warships surrounded the black triangle. The human ship stopped. Then everything changed. No weapons fired, no shields raised. But every soldier, every pilot, every officer on every ship heard the same message inside their minds: the accord has expired. Routine inspection commencing. No words came from speakers. No signals. Just the message inside their thoughts. Perfectly clear, perfectly calm. And then all 17 fleets turned off their weapons. No order given. No discussion. It just happened. The human ship moved through them, slowly, calm, silent, watching. Then, just as it came, it turned and returned to human space. No attack. No words. Just one visit. But the galaxy would never forget it. The war was over before it began. 17 warships from 9 species had faced a single ship from Earth, and all of them had surrendered without a shot. Now, across the stars, the galaxy was shaken. In the grand hall of the Galactic Council, leaders sat in silence. Not one of them spoke. The air was heavy, like the room itself was afraid. At the center stood Council Speaker Yun-Hee, the oldest and wisest among them. Her voice finally broke the stillness. "They did not come to attack," she said. "They came to remind us." The words were simple, but they changed everything. Admiral Kong stood beside her, arms crossed. He had seen countless battles. He had fought space pirates, void beasts, and rebel fleets. But nothing made his hands shake like that black ship. "It broke every rule we know," Kong said. "No signals, no weapons, no shields. It moved through our defenses like they were air. And then it spoke inside our minds." Engineers and scientists reviewed the data again and again. But there was no clear answer. All scans had failed. All recordings were blurry, corrupted, or simply gone. Only the memory remained. "It didn't damage our systems," said Officer Huan in his report. "It changed them. Or maybe it made them doubt themselves." Diane, the weapons officer from Xi'an 5, appeared in a live galaxy broadcast. Reporters from 100 worlds asked the same question. What did it feel like? She answered with just one line. "It made our weapons feel like toys." Every military academy across the galaxy began rewriting its teachings. The event was now called the Black Visit. No one could explain how or why the human ship caused such fear, but all agreed it was not an act of war. It was a warning without threats, a show of strength without violence, a reminder that power is not always loud. The Galactic Council met in emergency session. Within hours, the Soul Accords were renewed, this time, not for 100 years, but for 1,000. New laws were passed. The neutral zone was expanded. But the biggest change was not in the laws. It was in the minds of the people. They were no longer trying to keep humans out. They were praying humans stayed away. A new protocol was added to every defense system. If a ship from Sol is detected, do not engage. Do not respond. Report and wait. Hope. The station where it all began, Xi'an 5, was turned into a museum. Cadets visited its halls to study the event. Commander Ji Wu's chair was left untouched. Her final words became part of every military exam. That ship didn't break our borders. It broke our pride. In the Praxian Naval Academy, Instructor Haiyan, a former tactician, ended every class with a warning. True power doesn't need to destroy. It only needs to exist. One day, a young student asked him, "Sir, do you think the humans will come back?" Haiyan looked out the window at the stars. "If they do," he said, "we better have better answers." Many believed the humans would return. Some hoped they never would. But one truth was now clear to all. Humanity had not been locked behind their borders by force. They had chosen silence, and that choice was more frightening than any weapon. Council. Speaker Yun-Hee gave the final speech at the galaxy-wide memorial. "We bent stars to our will. We walked through black holes. We created weapons. That broke time," she said, her voice strong and clear. "But we forgot something." She raised her hand toward the screen behind her, showing the last clear image of the human ship. "They didn't remind us with fire," she said. "They reminded us with silence." And so the galaxy waited. They trained. They watched. And every station, every ship, every officer now knew the new truth. If Sol knocks again, answer before they finish.